Kenny here at Powey's Organic Farm, and today I'm going to do a video on making your own hot sauce. Now, this is one that I make to sell, and it's one of 5, and it's got good flavor. This one's called Whiny Baby Not So Hot Sauce, and the ingredients for it, of course, you can size this down, but it's 2.5 cups of serrano peppers. It's 5 cups of sweet bell peppers. It's 2 large cloves of elephant garlic. Now, if you're going to substitute regular garlic, you might want 3 cloves of regular, or maybe even 4. Depends on how much garlic you like. It's 2 cups of chopped red onions, and 6 tablespoons of lime juice, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 2 teaspoons of salt. And now when you make this, I'm going to recommend, and I always do it in my blender. Now, you can use a food processor, but I like it to be real fine. So we're going to start this up. What I do is I let it run a while till it's really chopped up, really fine. Okay, that'd be kind of a hot smoothie there. But anyway, we're going to put this in a pot, and whenever you're cooking this hot sauce, because it's using vinegar, the 3 cups of vinegar, you want to make sure that you use stainless equipment. Anytime, I say, when you're using onions, tomatoes, anything like that, it's always best to stay away from aluminum cookware. You don't want the acids in it to dissolve the aluminum, and then that's where you're going to end up in a problem. So let me get another the rest of this all blended up. Okay, everything is blended up now. It's in the pot. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this to a boil. Now, you're going to want to watch this when it starts to boil, because it doesn't take long. Once it starts to boil, it's easy about boiling over. So once you bring it to a boil, reduce the heat, keep it boiling, and cook this for 30 minutes once it starts boiling. There she goes, boiling away. We got our timer set, and we'll just wait 30 minutes till this boils. Once this boils for 30 minutes, what we're going to do is let it cool down a little bit. I'm going to cool it down enough to where I feel comfortable putting it back in my blender to blend it up a second time, and then we'll strain this out. Now, after it's cooled down and you run it through the blender again, then we take and push it through the strainer until all you have is this thicker pulp left. And then this is what you'll end up with, some of the pulp, and but you won't have any of the thick pulp, so it'll be kind of a smooth consistency. Okay, we're gonna put it back in the pot, and make sure you clean your pot up, because you're gonna have some of that thicker fiber in there too. And then I'm going to recommend, this is going to be kind of thick still. You may have to add about a cup of water, depending on how high a temperature you boiled it. You may have to add a little water to it to thicken it up. So I'm going to add about a cup of water to this. While you're heating this back up, go ahead and get some water so you can sterilize your jars. Now, I'm using regular woozy jars or sauce jars with the little lids with the holes to kind of restrict it. If you're going to be canning this conventionally, say in a canning jar, a half pint or something like that, or pint jars, you can go ahead and water bath this. It taken water bath the half pints for 15 minutes, the pints for 20 minutes, and go that way. Now, if you're doing it in these jars here, now it won't keep near as long, but you want to make sure that you sterilize these and heat these up right before you get ready to put this in. And you'll need to have you a little funnel, a small funnel to put it in your jars. And when you put this in, because I'm not going to really, well, maybe I'll get to film it, but you can see there's a lot of air in this mix, and what's going to happen is you want to fill these all the way to the top, and then you'll want to come back after it rests just a little bit and fill them again. So you won't leave any space, but in turn, in the end, it's going to have a certain amount of space because that air will finally relieve itself and come to the top. Now that I have all the jars sterilized and heated up, what I'm going to do is, the easiest way for me is to just start filling them. Now, I always put the brown sugar, the lime, and the salt in it at the very end of the process, because I know a lot of times brown sugar would like to cause something to stick if it's boiling. You'd have to stir it more often, but and possibly losing a little bit of the lime or salt during the process of taking out the pulp. So I always put them in at the very end. But anyway, this is pretty much the way it's done. It's just a matter of filling these bottles and sterilizing the caps and putting them on. But I hope you like this video. I hope it gets you interested in making some of your own hot sauce. Maybe if you want to use my recipe or make up your own, or there's plenty on the internet. You know more of what your taste would be. But anyway, if you want to see more of my videos, just hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you'll be notified. If you like it, give it a big thumbs up. Happy gardening.